Hello everyone, my name is Lolo Sinatra and welcome back to my another video. Now I know I haven't uploaded a video in a while, except for that one video about like my costume that I created of that character, Plague Spawn. If you all remember that, and I know I haven't like done anything of like that story I created, the story of Stixs, which is why I'm doing another chapter right now. So, without further ado, let's get on with the story. The story of Stixs, Chapter 2, Night. Anthony was sleeping in his sleeping bag in the tent with his parents. He was, well, obviously sound asleep when he heard some cracking out in the woods. He thought that this was just like some twig being broken due to it rotting. He decided to go back to sleep, not worrying about anything. That was until he heard more branches breaking, and these sounded pretty big. He was a bit curious as to what was causing this. Then he heard the screech of an animal off in the distance. This worried him. He thought this could be the thing that was breaking the branches. He decided to put on his coat and head outside, searching for what was ever causing the sound. He ventured through the night for a few hours. It was now 12 o'clock, he realized, as he was looking at his digital watch. Man, I have been looking for quite some time, Anthony said. I really should get heading back to camp. So as he shined his flashlight back towards the camp, he assumed he was going in the direction that he left the camp. He then turned around, thinking he went from that direction. Then he turned another direction, then another, until realizing that he was lost out in the woods, with no idea of how to get back, and with only very little light. This frightened him. He didn't know what to do. He kept wandering the woods until he found some help. It wasn't until he found the campsite off in the distance. The fire was out, but he probably thought that people were there. He ran towards the campsite quickly as he could. When he got there, he saw the most horrifying sight. What it looked like is fleshy bags of humans lying on the ground. He checked the bodies. No bones, he thought. What could have done this? How could this happened? Then he looked back on the story and thought, no, the story, that can't be true. This can't be right. That was until he heard some heavy breathing behind him. This creeped him out. It wasn't totally behind him, but he could hear it. It was loud and wheezy. He did not dare look back. Instead, he ran off into the direction that was facing towards him. As quickly as he was running, he tried to get away from whatever was behind him. That wasn't until he found another campsite, except this one was secluded out in the wilderness. He saw that the place still had the fire going. He saw no trace of anyone living there. It seemed as if that the people that were at the campsite left in a rush, forgetting everything they had, for a strange reason. He camped in the campsite overnight until morning. He decided to head back out and try and find his parents. He knew that they would be worried about him, considering that he left without telling them. As he was walking out, he met up with some other person wandering the woods. He called out to the person and said, "Hey, are you lost?" He realized that it was an old man who seemed to be frightened by Anthony. Anthony tried to stop him. The man finally stopped after a while. He asked the man who he was. He said, "I am Gabriel. Come with me if you don't want to die out here." Anthony said, "Okay." He followed Gabriel back to an old cabin secluded in the woods. They sat down on an old rickety table. Gabriel and Anthony were talking to each other for a while until Gabriel brought up the subject matter of why he was out in the woods. "I was walking out here in the woods because I heard some weird breaking last night. A van